Before we begin this lesson, children, I want you to open page number 21 of your book Moments, lesson 4 in the Kingdom of Fools. So, before we begin with the reading of the lesson, we shall do a quick recapitulation. Now, we have seen that this lesson is about a kingdom of fools where both the king and the minister were foolish people and they wanted to be different from others. So what did they do? They decided to change night with day. That means during the day people will sleep and at night they will do all the work. And those who disobeyed the king, they will be punished with death punishment. One day a guru and his disciple, they visited the kingdom and they were very happy, surprised to see that the whole kingdom was asleep during the day. Whole day both of them wandered from here to there, and in the evening at night when the shops began to open and the people started doing their routine work, they went to a grocery shop to buy things to eat. And they saw that there all the things cost was the same. Usually when we go to a shop and we buy things, we see that different things have different cost. But in this kingdom of food, everything costed the same, that is a single to do. They both were very happy after they bought the things which they needed and they ate. The guru, he started thinking, he was a wise man. And he told the disciple that this is not a safe place for us to live in. We should leave the place. But the disciple did not want to leave the place because here everything was very cheap and the cost of all the things were same. Though the guru explained to him that you cannot trust foolish people, you cannot predict their behavior, it is not safe to stay here. Then also the disciple did not listen to him. So the guru left him and went away ahead. The disciple, every day he would go and buy different things like banana, ghee, rice, wheat, and he ate to his full. And he became what? Very fat. He became overweight. Now one day what happened? A thief, he broke into a rich merchant's house. And how did he broke into his house? By making a hole in the wall. After he burgled the king's house and when he was going out again, the wall of the old house collapsed on his head and he died on the spot. Now this thief's brother, he went to the king and complained that the merchant whose house it was, he should be blamed for my brother's death. And he should be punished. He should be punished and he should be put to death. The foolish king assured him. He told him that don't worry, justice will be done. And he summoned the merchant whose house it was. So now children, after this recap, we will start with the reading of the lesson. Open page number 21 and we shall begin with the reading of the lesson. When the merchant arrived, the king questioned him, "What's your name?" "Such and such, your highness." "Were you at home when the dead man burgled into your house?" "Yes, my lord. He broke in and the wall was weak. It fell on him." "The accused pleads guilty. Your wall killed this man's brother. You have murdered a man. We have to punish you." "Lord," said the helpless merchant, "I did put up the wall. It's really the fault of the man who built the wall. He didn't build it right. You should punish him." "Who is that?" "My lord, this wall was built in my father's time. I know the man. He is an old man now. He lives nearby." The king sent out messengers to bring in the bricklayer who had built the wall. They brought him tied hand and foot. "You there! Did you build this man's wall in his father's time?" "Yes, my lord, I did." "What kind of wall is this that you built?" "It has fallen on a poor man and killed him." "You have murdered him. We have to punish you by death." Before the king could order the execution, the poor bricklayer pleaded, "Please listen to me before you give your orders. It's true. I built this wall and it was no good, but that was because my mind was not on it. I remember very well a dancing girl who was going up and down the street all day with the anklets jingling, and I couldn't keep my eyes or my mind on the wall I was building. You must get that dancing girl. I know where she lives. You are right, the case deepens. We must look into it. It's not easy to judge such complicated cases. Let's get the dancer wherever she is. The dancing girl, now an old woman, came trembling to the court. Did you walk up and down the street many years ago while this poor man was building a wall? Did you see him? Yes, my lord, I remember it very well. So you did walk up and down with your anklets jingling. You were young and you distracted him, so he built a bad wall. Children, turn the page. It has fallen on a poor burglar and killed him. You have killed an innocent man. You will have to be punished. She thought for a minute and said, My lord, wait. I know now why I was walking up and down the street. I had given some gold to the goldsmith to make some jewelry for me. He was a lazy scoundrel. He made so many excuses. Said he would give it now and he would give it then, and so on all day. He made me walk up and down to his house a dozen times. That was when this bricklayer saw me. It's not my fault, my lord. It's the damn goldsmith's fault. Poor thing, she's absolutely right, thought the king. Weighing the evidence, we have got the real culprit at last. Get the goldsmith wherever he is hiding at once. The king's bailiffs searched for the goldsmith, who was hiding in a corner of his shop. When he heard the accusation against him, he had his own story to tell. My lord, he said, I am a poor goldsmith. It's true I made this dancer come many times to my door. I gave her excuses because I couldn't finish making her jewelry before I finished the rich merchant's orders. They had a wedding coming and they wouldn't wait. You know how impatient rich men are? Who is this rich merchant who kept you from finishing this poor woman's work, jewelry? Made her walk up and down, which distracted this bricklayer, which made a mess of his wall, which has now fallen on an innocent man and killed him. Can you name him? So children, you see, when the thief's brother complained to the king about the weak wall, the king summoned the merchant, summoned the man whose wall it was. The king told the merchant that he would be punished for having murdered the man who burgled his house. The merchant was shocked, but he was a wise man and he wanted to escape punishment. So he told the king that the wall was built in his father's time. So the bricklayer who built such a weak wall was responsible for the thief's death and he should get the punishment. Now the bricklayer was summoned. The bricklayer too wisely wanted to escape the punishment, and he put the blame on who? He put the blame on the dancing girl. He claimed that he got distracted by her jingling anklets when she went up and down the street on the day the wall was being built by him. So he told the king that he is not at fault, he should summon the dancing girl. Now the dancing girl in her turn, she told the king that yes, I was going up and down the street and it was due to the goldsmith. I had given him some gold to make some jewelry for me, but he was a lazy man and he was making excuses that you come now, you come then, and he didn't give me the jewelry. So that is why I was walking up and down to his house a dozen of times and this is the time when the bricklayer must have seen me. But it is not my fault. It is the fault of who? It is the fault of the goldsmith. So she shifted the blame to the goldsmith and said she had to walk up and down the street many times because he had delayed her order. Now the king told his bailiffs to go and search for the goldsmith. So when the bailiff goes to search for the goldsmith, they find him hiding in the corner of a shop. Now when he was brought to the court of the king, the goldsmith had a story to tell the king. The goldsmith defended himself by pleading that he could not complete the dancing girl's order in time because he had to finish a rich merchant's order. So the king asked him that, who is this rich merchant who kept you from finishing this poor woman's jewelry and made her walk up and down, and because of her the bricklayer got distracted and he built a bad wall, a weak wall, due to which the wall fell on an innocent man and killed him. I want to know the name of that person. Who is that merchant who has caused all this problem? Children, for your homework, read page number 21 and 22, and after reading it, you write these meanings in your English fair copy